What's good? It's your girl Bianca, and welcome back to another AYA Abroad update. I do have some news for you guys. So for those of you who are just tuning in, as far as my journey to Israel, a few months back, I'd say the end of January or February, I was supposed to leave to Israel to go play soccer professionally. However, if you were continuously keeping up, then you would also know that I was unable to fly out to Israel just because they had shut down all of their international airports. And so I've kind of been stuck in the States, but it was okay. I continued to just train and get ready. My agent was kind of just be ready whenever you can because you could fly out at any moment. However, kind of change of events as far as what's going to happen. So from what I can disclose to the public at least, I'm no longer going to be playing with the team that I had originally signed with over in Israel. That's just because some things just kind of came about. One was just that it was taking too long for me to get out there, and their season is almost over. They have about a month and a half left of season, or maybe a little bit under than a month. And two, it was just really there's kind of no point for me to go out there for just that remaining 2 months of my contract. However, with that being said, we kind of just parted ways. It was just one of those things that I couldn't really control. So what I am trying to control is just my outlook on all of this. However, though, my agent had worked very, very hard and was able to actually find 2 teams in Israel and 1 in Albania to potentially sign me for the next upcoming season, which will be happening in the fall time frame, I believe. And so my target date to leave for either of those teams will be around June. That's when I'll start training and getting ready with the team and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of just what's been happening. Like I said, I'm just trying to control really what I can do. And personally, I think there's been kind of this feeling of, I guess you could say, relief, just because since it was so up in the air as far as when I was leaving and having to be on my toes, I was just really in this limbo space and just going back and forth of I'm leaving, I'm not leaving, I'm leaving. And so it kind of put me in a headspace of not really knowing what to do as far as my podcast and training. I just had a really hard time balancing I guess where things were going, so I just felt kind of lost in a sense. But now that I have a little bit more time to myself, I feel I'm more prepared and I have an idea as far as my routine when balancing out the two. So that's been really good. I've also met amazing people while I've been training down south over in SeaTac. There's many talented young girls who have a lot of potential to go wherever they want, and there's also a great staff that is really there for not only the girls but just for me too, and as far as just my success and where I go with it when I have my professional debut. So it's just really nice making those connections. For me, I do enjoy having more of a deeper and personal connection rather than a surface one. So I'm kind of glad I had a little bit more time to get to know a few of the girls rather than just showing up for 2 practices being what's good, I'm gonna train, peace out, I'll never talk to you again type of thing. So it's just been nice once again, and I'm just constantly trying to control what I can. I have my utmost trust in my faith and in the universe, and really whatever is meant for me will be for me. I really truly go by that as much as I can. So whatever opportunity comes my way, I will try my best to hold on to that and really just do what I can with what I have. But with that being said, AYA Abroad is definitely going to be put on hold until further notice. But that does not mean I cannot achieve life on natural euphoria at home. So maybe I'll start dropping little videos here and there as far as an insight of who I am as a person outside of being a podcaster and outside of being an athlete. I think it just creates a better relationship as far as building that trust within those who are just supporting me throughout this entire journey of mine. So I just decided to do that. But yeah, since I actually have more free time as well, I'll be able to do so. Maybe I'll probably get a haircut because that's really needed. I definitely need to get my wisdom teeth pulled. Just my bottom ones, my top ones. I got them out like my freshman year of college. That was not the best experience, let me just tell you. It took a longer recovery process, and that's probably because this lady really done like yanked my shit out my mouth, and like that entire experience was just something else. I don't know, they just numbed my gums. I don't know if anyone else had this experience, but they just numbed my gums. I didn't go under like any anesthesia or like, I don't know, like the laughing gas. And so I was really like there the whole time. She was pulling my teeth, and I think on like this side, she grabbed the tooth and like twisted it, and when she twisted it, my jaw like moved and locked, and I was like, oh my god, this lady just broke my jaw. I was like, oh, like, are you serious right now? And then when it came out, my jaw obviously went back into place. She kind of also cut my lip, so you know, if I had to give her a Yelp review, it would definitely be like maybe like a 1.5 star, because you know, she at least tried. But yeah, so I'm hoping with this new dentist, they were telling me that my bottom teeth or like my wisdom teeth need to be like either poking out or like on the brink of it, which they are. So hopefully that experience isn't as bad. The recovery time won't take as long. That way I can get back to training and creating more content for my podcast. But yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone who's just been supporting me this entire way. I'm so very, very grateful for literally everything. There are moments where I definitely have the self-doubt, and you know, just hearing a lot of the really positive things people bring in helps me keep going, definitely. So very, very thankful for you, and also just want to show some love. But I do have 2 friends out in Israel, so make sure to go follow their journey as well and go support them. So big, big, big shout out to my professional ballers, Miss Trina Davis and Gabriella Pelosi. All of us are from Washington, so I think it's kind of cool considering that we're, I guess, making some moves as far as becoming professional soccer players. So just make sure to go give them some love. Just make sure to go give them some love and, you know, support them with everything that they're doing as well. Lastly though, I also just wanted to create this video for those of you who've just been keeping up to date with my trip. I'm definitely not the type of person, like, it's not my favorite thing to do, to like repeat myself, but it means a lot that a lot of people have been just checking in and kind of asking me as far as like what's going on with my trip. It just shows that they care, and so this video also goes out to you guys. But as I wrap things up, make sure to go stream all of the latest episodes of Are You Alone, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and many, many more. Also, if you are currently watching, please make sure to go give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and also turn those post notifications on. You can also keep up with Are You Alone on Instagram at AYA_podcast and on Facebook at the Are You Alone follow page. Before I sign off, I really want to give my just most love and just like gratitude towards really the people who've just been there since day one. I can't thank you guys enough. Truthfully, like, I know I'm a monotone person, so some of the things that I say, especially when I say I'm grateful, I know it can sound disingenuous, but I promise you it is coming from the bottom of my heart. So thank you all so very, very much. But other than that, my name is Bianca, and as we continue this journey, all I ask is that you do your best to achieve life on natural euphoria. Bye!